We had to talk about our top 5 rifles, but before I begin, I humbly ask each of you to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Those little clicks will go a long way for me. Now, let's get started. Number 5. MR556A4. This beauty right here, it's been on my wish list for years. The MR556A4 is basically as close as we civilians can get to the legendary HK416, the rifle that's earned its stripes in SOCOM and Special Forces units worldwide. Known for unmatched reliability, pinpoint accuracy, and rugged durability, the HK416 isn't just famous, it's historic. Yep, it's that rifle. The one that ended Bin Laden's chapter. Now, HKUSA has blessed us civilians with the MR556A4, a near-perfect replica of the 416, minus a few military-only tweaks. The one you see sports a 16-inch cold hammer-forged barrel with a 1-to-7 twist, topped with an A2 flash hider. It features a 13-inch M-lock rail, HK roll marks everywhere, and fully ambidextrous controls, safety, bolt release, and charging handle included. The slimline 416 stock and lighter rail system make this version over a pound lighter than its predecessor, making it far more practical for run and gun scenarios. Internally, it's nearly identical to the HK416, except for the non-chrome lined barrel, which, by the way, comes with a lifetime guarantee and offers impressive accuracy. Speaking of reliability, this rifle runs HK's legendary short-stroke gas piston system, developed with input from Larry Vickers. It's so dependable that elite units across the globe still swear by it. Performance-wise, flawless, zero malfunctions, and the accuracy is just as impressive, consistently printing sub-MOA groups, even with standard PMC 55 grain rounds. With match grade 77 grain ammo, it gets even tighter. Stretching its legs at 400 yards is almost too easy. With a 1 to 8 times optic, hitting targets at 300, 400, and beyond would feel effortless, even in chilly conditions. This rifle isn't just a safe queen or range flex, though it'll definitely turn heads. It's versatile enough for home defense, duty use, or WR scenarios. Compatible with standard AR-15 mags and ammo, with an adjustable gas system for suppressed or unsuppressed shooting, it's built for real-world application. Sure, it's heavier than your average AR, coming in at 7 pounds 11 ounces, but that's the price you pay for the robust piston system in HK's bomb-proof construction. And yes, we had to test it at night too, because why not? Number 4. MK-AP51. Now, if you're a fan of roller-delayed blowback firearms, this one's probably already on your radar. But if not, let me walk you through why this compact powerhouse should be sitting in your safe. There's something about holding a 308 in this compact of a package that makes you feel like a kid again, but with a lot more firepower. Now, this thing comes out of MK over in Turkey, and let me tell you, they've done a fine job sticking to that classic roller-delayed blowback design. If you've ever handled an old HK, you'll feel right at home here. The wide handguard gives you a solid grip, and yeah, it's got that iconic charging handle just begging for a good old slap. Threading at the muzzle is standard 5/8 by 24, so tossing on a suppressor or whatever fancy muzzle device you've got lying around is no problem. But honestly, with an 8-inch barrel and 308 rounds, suppressor or not, this thing's loud. Don't say I didn't warn you. The mags are pretty slick too. You get two 20-round translucent magazines right out of the box, and they lock together, which is a nice touch when you're out at the range and don't want to fumble around for a reload. Loading them's easy. Just slide those rounds in and you're good to go. Controls? All ambidextrous. Whether you're a lefty or righty, it doesn't matter. MK made sure everyone's happy. Plus, they throw in a 3-point sling, a cleaning kit, and even an optic rail if you're the type who likes a red dot over iron sights. Me, I like to keep it simple, but it's nice to have options. Took this thing out back, loaded up some ball ammo, and man, first few shots, I forgot just how much bark a short-barreled 308 has, but it ran smoothly, no issues at all. That roller lock system really does its job, soaking up some of that recoil, so you're not getting beat up after a couple mags. And yeah, when I said this gun is fun, I meant it. It's got that old school charm with modern reliability. Whether you're a collector, a shooter, or just someone who appreciates a solid piece of engineering, the AP-51 is one of those guns you'll be glad you picked up. So if you don't have one yet, well, you might want to fix that. Number 3. Weatherby Vanguard Obsidian. You ever picked up a rifle and within seconds you know it's a keeper? That was me with the Weatherby Vanguard Obsidian. Now I've handled my fair share of rifles, but this one had me raising an eyebrow, especially when I found out it wouldn't burn a hole in my wallet. Let's be real, Weatherby isn't exactly known for budget, anything, but the Obsidian changes that narrative fast. It's their way of saying, yeah, you can have reliability, accuracy, and ruggedness without selling a kidney. First thing that stood out? The Monte Carlo stock. Pictures don't do it justice. It's not just about looking pretty with those spiderweb accents. This stock feels like it was built for hunters who don't baby their gear. You can drag it through the brush, knock it against tree stands, and still comes back asking for more. Plus, that raised cheek piece? Absolute gold when you're lining up for that critical shot and don't want to fight your rifle. Weatherby promises sub-MOA accuracy, and I'll admit it, I was skeptical. But after sending rounds down range, both factory loads and my own hand loads, I was grinning. Consistent tight groups, even when I wasn't exactly shooting in perfect conditions. My best? Just under 0.7 inches at 100 yards. Not bad for a rifle that costs less than some folks' optics. The trigger? Adjustable 2-stage, breaking clean every time. When you're out there with adrenaline pumping, that crisp brakes makes your shot true. And the action? Smooth as butter with that fluted bolt. I worked it with gloves on in near freezing temps. No hangups, no drama. One underrated feature? The hinged floor plate. Quick unloads without fumbling around. Simple but effective. And with 5 rounds in the mag, you're set for most hunts. If you're wondering about balance, that 24-inch barrel keeps things steady without feeling like you're lugging a fence post through the woods. And in 300 Win Mag, it delivers the punch you want without beating you up, thanks to the smart stock design. Number 2. Seekins Precision Havak PH3. There are rifles, and then there's the Seekins Precision Havak PH3. This isn't just something you sling over your shoulder to chase game or punch paper at the range. No, this rifle feels like it gets you. It's built for those days when the terrain's against you. Your fingers are numb, but still expect perfection, and the PH3 delivers without complaint. The magic starts with that PH3 action. It's not just precision machined. It's crafted like someone knew you'd be out there demanding more than just good enough. Rugged? Absolutely. But it's the little things that stay with you, like how you can swap it into a Havak M3 chassis without breaking a sweat, or that 3-lug bolt? No tools, no drama, just a smooth, satisfying throw at 60 degrees. And when you're running a fat optic because you're stretching shots past where most guys dare, that bolt clears like it was built just for you. Cold morning? Gloves on? That oversized bolt knob feels like a handshake from an old friend. Solid, familiar, reliable. But here's where it really speaks to the tinkerer's soul. The quick change barrel system. If you're like me, you don't want to be locked into one setup. Some days call for a different caliber, a fresh barrel. Seekins knew that. Open source specs mean your options are wide open. The barrel it ships with? 416R stainless steel. Threaded and ready for whatever you want to throw on, suppressor, brake, you name it. And trust me, this isn't just for show. Sub-MOA? That's its comfort zone. Look up top and you'll see they didn't forget about those of us chasing distance. A 20 MOA pick rail built right in, so you can dial up elevation without stacking gear. And that M-lock rail? Full length, but never feels like it was weighing you down. Mount what you need, leave what you don't. Simple. Now let's talk about that stock, because this is where the PH3 whispers, "I've got you." The carbon composite build keeps things light, but tough enough to take whatever abuse the rail dishes out. The adjustable cheek riser? That's not luxury, that's necessity when you care about every shot lining up perfectly. And the vertical grip? Feels like your hand was meant to be there. Of course, they didn't slap on just any trigger. No, they give you a Trigger Tech adjustable because they know precision isn't negotiable. A crisp break between 2.5 and 5 pounds. No creep, no surprises, just that clean snap that tells you the shot's away before you even realize it. And here's the detail that separates a good rifle from a rifle for shooters: the extended cartridge overall length. Whether you're running 6.5 PRC or stepping up to 300 PRC or 300 Win Mag, loading those longer, heavier pills is no issue. No feeding problems, just smooth, confident operation. The Seekins Havak PH3 isn't just gear. It's the rifle that stays in the truck long after others get retired, because once you've run it, everything else feels like a compromise. Number 1. Remington 700. There's something about the Remington 700 that just feels right. Remington didn't just build a rifle back in '62, they created a legacy. That moment you work that bolt, you understand. It's smooth, deliberate, with that solid lockup that whispers, "Yeah, that shot's going exactly where you want it." The steel receiver, the precision machined action, everything about it feels like a conversation between old school craftsmanship and pure shooting purpose. I've handled plenty of bolt actions before, but there's something different about the 700. The way that hammer-forged barrel balances in your hands. The way it consistently delivers sub-MOA accuracy without asking for upgrades or excuses. Whether you're chambering 308, 243, or stretching out with a 300 Win Mag, the 700 isn't phased. It's been doing this job longer than most rifles have existed. And when you squeeze that X Mark Pro trigger, crisp, clean, no nonsense, you don't just fire around, you experience what that precision is supposed to feel like. There's a raw honesty in every shot, the kind that reminds you why this rifle has been trusted by hunters, competitive shooters, and snipers alike. Some might glance at newer rifles packed with features and promise and wonder why anyone still reaches for a 700 in 2025. But those who know, they get it. So what's your pick for the must-have rifles for 2025? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown so far, hit that like button, subscribe.